Alright, by the title of this video, you should already know what's finna happen, bruh. Stay tuned, and you finna hear this whole entire story about how I got this girl pregnant at 14, nigga. Freshman year.
What?
And as you can see, I'm in, you know, the new luxury whip, you feel me? The Toyota go crazy.
That nigga's tripping.
Nah, but, let's get into the story. This story took place in North Carolina. Oh, fuck. Alright. I ain't even mean to say that. It don't really matter. Like, y'all, it don't even matter. Y'all can know what happened in North Carolina. This story took place freshman year of high school, right? Freshman year. I'm just getting into these things, all right? So, I'm a little virgin. You know, I'm doing my little virgin thing. I don't know nothing. I always be talking my shit. All right? I stay talking my shit. They never knew that I was a virgin the whole time. So, essentially, skip all that. Let's just start over from the beginning right now. All right, so I had met up with this girl at freshman year. Let's call her Zay. All right. Hell no, that's gay as fuck. Oh, hell no. All right, hold up. Let's call her Maddie, bro. All right, so we finna call this girl Maddie. All right, so this girl have been going here since like forever, and she still go to the school, keep in mind. But yeah, I'm not trying to expose nothing, so we finna call her Maddie, right? I had a crush on Maddie for like at least 3 years, all the way back in fucking middle school. Back in 6th grade, I had a crush on this girl for the longest time. It didn't even make no sense, and I could never pull her shit because I was too scared. I was bitch made. And so when I got to the high school, I was like, shit, I mean, I might as well just like I wanted to turn into a whole new person. I wanted to change the whole vibes, everything about myself. I wanted to be a completely different person because I didn't like being on that shy shit. I didn't like any of that shit anymore. So I was just trying to fucking go to the high school and start over on that shit. And so basically, we get over to the high school, and freshman year, I'm gonna start being more bolder, right? So we get over there, essentially, and keep in mind, I would never do this under regular circumstances. Like, if I was in middle school, I was bitch made, all right? I wasn't gonna do none of that shit. So essentially, what had happened was, I was dropped off to a high school, right? We had a high school, and then we had a main campus, which was the middle school and elementary school. The high school was a completely different building on a different side of Charlotte. And so essentially, what had happened was, I get dropped off at the high school, and then I meet this girl over there, and you know, you already know who the girl is, Maddie. And so, you know, I see her and I'm just like, hey, what's up, because you know, I used to talk to her, and then we never had classes anymore or no shit like that. We ain't have classes, we ain't do none of that shit, so we wasn't really talking much. So that day I had came in with like 4 giant packs of Hershey's because it was about Christmas time and they was having a sale for Hershey's, right? They was having this little sale that was going on. The 6 full-size Hershey bars inside of one thing for like $3 or $2, right? And so, you know, I had to cop that bitch. So I copped in there. I had started giving out Hershey's, you know, because I was just a nice person. I was trying to be cool, right? And so basically what had happened was, I didn't give her one. Like, everybody else got one except for her. And she was like, oh, so you're not finna give me one, right? So, you know, I'm just like, oh, my bad. I'll get you one tomorrow. So I buy a whole pack and give her the whole pack. 6 full-size Hershey bars, all to her. And so that's when we had started talking, all right? So, you know, it started off with me giving her the little gifts and shit. So I started hitting her up on IG, right? Keep in mind, we both had Androids. I started hitting her up on IG. We couldn't do none of that FaceTime shit because back then IG didn't have video calling or whatever the fuck. And so basically, you know, we would always be on that Google Hangout shit. So I'd be calling her from my phone, and she'd be answering on Google Hangouts. She'd be like, hey, what's up, babe? How's it going, babe? Baby this. You know, we had already got into it from like day one. We had made up our day. It's funny enough because like we had started dating on September 11th, nigga. 9/11 on that bitch. I should have already knew something was gonna happen from the beginning, man.
We missed the truck! We're not aiming for the truck!
That shit had happened. Your boy done gotten her IG and whatnot. We FaceTiming on the regular. I mean, Google hanging out on the regular and shit. Yeah, so we always be talking freaky on the phone. Like, we was some freaks. I didn't know that she was like that, but I was a freak that wasn't a freak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would talk my shit, but I never did nothing like that before, right? So it had started off, she asked me to go to Scarewinds with her, right? So we go over to Scarewinds and whatnot with her friend. We go to Scarewinds with her friend and her friend's boyfriend. And so we all at Scarewinds and whatnot, and you know, we there, we separate and whatnot. Scarewinds is an amusement park, by the way. It's like a little amusement park, a horror amusement park and shit. So it has rides and all that good shit, and people trying to scare you. So first things first, we get in there. She grabs my hand and we start doing this little la 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 la.
Boy, if you don't...
Like, we started doing this little shit where, like, I grab her hand and we was just swinging while skipping across the damn... I don't know what the fuck we was doing, man. But I was still on my freak shit, bro, because she was talking all that shit. And, you know, I wasn't finna just be talking my shit and not be about it for this one time. Now I'm trying to be different and shit. We ride, like, 2 rides or so, and so I'm just thinking, I'm like, I gotta make a move, right? So I grab her hand, right? And then I come up behind her and, you know, I put my dick on her booty. Like,
Disgusting!
Shit, I wasn't playing no games, nigga. I had to go crazy. I was like, yeah. I was like, I know you like that and shit. And she like, yeah. And so I had started grabbing her ass and shit and like squeezing on her titties while we walking.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick ass boy! Damn!
And so eventually we find out this little bench area where we can sit down. And so we sit down, she sit down on my lap, and you know, I'm just all up on her. We had did that for a second, and then we had got up so we could go do more rides. So right, so we do like a couple more rides. We go ahead, and so we sit down. Basically, we sit down again, and we just start going crazy. Like, she's sitting towards me, right? Hold up, let me move the camera so you can see. She's sitting like on me, like this type shit. Like, she's sitting face towards me, like she going crazy, and I'm like all up on her big ass, and I'm just like sucking on her neck and shit, right? And I ain't want to kiss her because, you know, I ain't never kissed no girl like that before. So our plan was we was finna go to the bathroom, right? And we was finna fuck in the bathroom.
What? What the fuck? Disgusting!
And so essentially, we didn't fuck in the bathroom. I tell you that shit for sure, because people was watching the bathroom and shit. So we had got back, we had started doing our thing, and then some lady came out of nowhere, and I was like, nigga, what the fuck? She was like, this is a family establishment. We cannot allow you. Nigga, get the fuck out my face, nigga. What the fuck? Like, nigga, I'm trying to get my rocks off, and this bitch came out of nowhere talking about some, oh my god. Like, so that happens. I ain't get no shit, right? But I already knew that shit was finna go down, nigga. I already knew it. I had to get it, bruh. I had to get it. So we leave Scarewinds, the amusement park. We get back home. And so we just like, damn, bro, I wish we could have did something, right? So we ain't get a chance to do nothing. We was just talking. So about 2 weeks later, during spring break, right? Not spring break, winter break, right? Or whatever the fuck, Thanksgiving, I don't know. It was in October, right? We on break, and so her parents aren't home. She can't leave the house without her letting her parents know, right? And so I'm at my house just chilling with nobody here except for the kids that I'm babysitting. So I'm just babysitting some kids and shit, and so I'm just like, yo, babe, you should come through, right? She don't come through, right? She like, bro, how would I get there? I'm like, can we walk or some shit? And then I find out that Uber's having a deal that you can take $5 off that bitch, and the ride was only $7. So, you know, I had to Uber her bitch ass over to my place real quick. And so I Uber her to my place. I tell my aunts and shit, I tell them, hey, you know, we we not finna be, I mean, I'm finna have this girl over. She not gonna be inside the house or nothing. Alright, so I tell my aunt, blah, blah, blah. She get here, the kids pull up. The kids start immediately trying to play hide and seek with her. And I'm just like, nigga, like, let me breathe. What would you do if you was me? Type shit.
Just let me breathe. What would you do if you was me?
So I start fucking trying to think of ways that we can get Maddie and the kids apart, because the kids are just trying to play with her 24/7. I'm just trying to get these cheeks, and that's it. Anyway, so I'll be like, hey, let's play hide and seek, y'all versus us, and we can't go inside, which is the rules. So they start counting and whatnot. We go inside upstairs, right? We go upstairs, we lock the door, make sure all that shit is good. So this is when your boy turns into a man. I had to go crazy on it real quick, right? So I had immediately locked the door. I had started taking off her clothes. I was like, bro, get these shits off, right? And so I start sucking on this bitch's titties, right? And then next thing you know, I lift up her legs, right? And so I'm finna go in. And then I'm like, damn, this shit uncomfortable. So I flip her around and we gonna start doing doggy, right? So I'm right about to stick this bitch in, right? I'm about to stick this bitch in, and I start sticking it in. And then this bitch screams. She like, ah! And I'm like, nigga, what? Damn, the car just shook. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I hear the kids scream, ah, outside. I had stuck it in the wrong hole on me, nigga. I stuck it in the wrong hole. My dumb ass was looking slow as fuck. He screamed. Then we hear the kids scream like, oh shit, they inside. And so they start immediately running inside and start running upstairs. And I'm just like, oh shit, put your clothes on, bitch. Put your clothes on. I pull up my pants. Like, and so we rushing and shit. Nigga, tell me why these bitches busted open up the door. Nigga, the door was locked. The door somehow unlocked. I don't know how the fuck I locked it. I made sure that I locked the bitch and turned the knob. I don't know how the fuck these niggas got in, but they just said, turn, boom, fucking threw open the door. I was like, oh, hell no, nigga. And so, you know, we had our clothes on, but like, I was like, bruh. And so they over here getting mad and whatnot. So we go downstairs, and I'm ashamed to say this though. This next part is crazy as fuck. So we go downstairs. They start playing on their little computer or whatnot, and so this is how it was. Like, if you was the computer, right? You're the computer, and the kids are like right here in front of you. We're all the way back. Like, we are back like 5 feet away from y'all. We are pretty close to y'all. Keep in mind. And so she just like, yo, let me suck on that meat, right? And I'm just like, hold up, bitch, what the fuck? And so I'm like, oh, I ain't finna be no bitch on me. She starts sucking the meat, right? She like going crazy on. She not going crazy because the kids is right there, and she don't want them to turn around and look right behind them. So you already know she started going crazy. Next thing you know, I think they win on whatever game they playing. The kids are like winning or some shit, and so they screaming. They're just like, ah! And so they turn around, and then they see her like this, and I'm just like, oh shit. So she took the L, my nigga. She said, God, like she the whole shit, not the whole shit, but like she had some inches left, and she just covered that bitch with her arm. She was like, and so, you know, she had to take that L. She had tried to go all the way down with it. So she took that L. I know her throat hurt. That's when I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, you know, y'all won. And so, we had went to the bathroom because these kids, you just couldn't do it. So she had went to the bathroom first. I waited like 5 minutes. I go into the bathroom. And then she just started getting the sucking. Like, oh my God. Like, she was like, like, she was going all types of crazy, nigga. And so, you know, she going crazy on my shit. And so, I'm just like, damn, this shit pretty good. 30 seconds in, right? 30 seconds in, all I hear is beep, 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 because we have alarms on our doors that make noise, and they're just like, front door, or beep, 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 front door. And so you hear that shit. You hear that little beep, 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 beep.
Bruh, shut your bitch ass up.
Front door. And so I hear that shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And so immediately I fucking pull up my pants, open up the door, I hop out that bitch, right? I had to hop out that bitch. I couldn't, because my aunt had came home, nigga. She came home. We didn't get caught. We almost did, but, you know, we got out just in time. And so we was chilling, and she was like, so why you having people in our house? And I was just like, I mean, I did try to tell you, even though I know I was lying, but I just wasn't trying to get in trouble in front of her. And so, you know, my aunt is real cool, man. She let it go, and I was like, bruh, you number one. So basically, we go outside, right? We just chilling out there, and I'm just like, oh shit, there's this little trail that we can go to so that we can, you know, get it in. There's this little trail that we could go to where like it's like a little cutoff, right? We get to the trail, we walk over to the trail and whatnot, and so there's people walking back and forth down the trail, and she was trying to be risky with it. So the second somebody, so we right here, second somebody walks past, she says, pull out your meat. I pull out my shit, and she just started sucking. And so then she sees somebody else, she gets up off her knees, pull her shit down. So then the niggas walk by again, she just pull it out, start sucking again. Like, she was on some freaky ass shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, nigga. And so even to this day, I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
To this day.
And so, you know, next thing that happens is we find a little spot. We get in there, you know, I get down on my knees, pull that shit out, and I just start getting it, hitting. I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. Like, I'm going crazy on her shit, and I wasn't playing no games. I'm like, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, the shit pull out, and then I go in between her thighs or some shit, right? It still felt almost the same. And then so, you know, she put it back in for me, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Boom, 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 and then it slips out again. And then I just kept slipping out, right? The shit was crazy, because I didn't know what to do. So I put it back in, boom, boom, boom. We going crazy. And then I had thought that I seen somebody because I didn't have my glasses on, and a nigga is basically blind without his glasses. Where the fuck is my glasses? Like, nigga is blind without his glasses. Can't even see 6 inches away from my face. On me, that happens. We get up. I'm just like, you want to do it again in this other spot? And it started getting dark. It was around 8 o'clock. And, you know, it starts getting dark and shit. And so we just like, my aunt calls me. She's like, hey, you got to get home. Blah, blah, blah. We finna skip all this other shit, right? Because, you know, we get home. Basically what happens is her mom done called her about 80 times. She done got in trouble. She lost her phone. She lost everything, my nigga. She couldn't do shit. She was on lockdown for like a whole year, nigga. And it was all because of me. Like, she didn't want to have her mom come over to the house and pick me up. I thought I was gonna have to let her spend the night. That was gonna originally be the plan. We had made up this big ass story, blah blah blah, nigga. It was just all types of crazy shit, right? All right, so I'm in school around fucking not 3 o'clock, around like 12 o'clock, right? I'm in school. I'm in 3rd block, and all of a sudden I get called up to the principal's office, right? And keep in mind, this is like 2 months later, right? I get called up to the principal's office. We just having a regular day. And oh yeah, by the way, the night before that, she had told me that she had gotten raped by her brother. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. She really got raped by her brother. And so the next day, I'm just like, damn, you got raped by your brother? That's crazy. And so we don't have no classes, keep in mind. Basically, we don't have no classes. They call me up, no, not to the principal office. They call me up to my counselor, Miss P. They call me up to her, and they like, Miss P is just sitting there with a in the room, and I'm just like, are we going through like a breakup or some shit? What are you talking about? And she was, no. Miss P was like, what are you talking about? She's like, I heard that you wasn't taking what she had said seriously, and you really need to be serious about this. And I was like, nigga, what? Seriously? Nigga, I'm taking it serious. And she like, then how come you said it wasn't how come you said you didn't get her pregnant? And I'm just like, nigga, what the fuck? So I'm just sitting here, I'm like, bitch, I got her pregnant? What the fuck? How did I get her pregnant, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about? I ain't even bust a nut. She over here talking about some, well, you know, pre-cum is a thing. And I'm just like, nigga, what? And I'm just like, nigga, what? What the fuck do you mean pre-cum is a thing? Nigga, I looked that shit up. Pre-cum don't have actual sperm in the shit. And I didn't bust a nut for like 2 weeks before that shit. She told me it was like the thing. I was like, damn, bro. This is my whole life. Like, my whole life done flashed before my eyes. I had to tell my mom and everything. I was like, bruh, I gotta tell my mom, we not finna have a good life. Bruh, at least, I didn't want to get no abortion, bruh. That was not the moves, bruh. It wasn't. And so, basically, shit, I didn't want to have no abortion. I didn't want to have none of that shit. Like, if anything, I wanted to have it, like, fucking foster care or some shit like that. But, you know, that shit happens. She's like, damn, yep, you got her pregnant. It's a wrap. I'm freaking out for, like, 3 weeks, right? So I'm getting all these papers and shit. It's like, yeah, this is the date of conception and shit. And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. And so, you know, shit go crazy. I'm over here thinking that I'm finna have a baby for the longest time, right? And so, I'm over here, yep, I'm finna have this baby. Yeah, it's mine. Niggas going crazy. Niggas going crazy. And so, that's when, all of a sudden, right? She go to her doctors and give me these one papers, right? And it said the date of when she had sex was 11 weeks ago. Had sex and gotten pregnant was 11 weeks ago. I remember the date. It said 11 weeks ago. And so I looked that shit up, right? Keep in mind, we fucked in October, nigga. And this was December. No, it wasn't December. It was January. We was in January, nigga. January 2018. Tell you, bro, on me. January 2018. That's what we was in. And that shit said 11 weeks ago. When we did that shit in October, it didn't add up at all, nigga. Because right after that, we had a Christmas break. And what happened on Christmas break? She went over to New York, nigga. I don't know why I said it like that. She went over to New York, nigga. She went to New York and she was gone for 2 months. She was gone for 2 months in New York. And fucked somebody and got pregnant. On me, I cannot make this shit up. I swear to God on my soul, I put that on everything. She went to New York, fucked somebody, and got pregnant by the nigga and tried to say it was my baby. When I tell you that I ain't never felt no type of way in my life, I was like, what the fuck? I seen these papers. I didn't want to believe it. Bitch, that shit didn't add up. Fucking 4, 8, 12, nigga. 12. We in January, right? Keep in mind, it's at the end of January. We had fucked at the beginning of October, nigga. The beginning. The very beginning. It didn't make no fucking sense. I was like, oh, hell no, this shit ain't right. We get more papers back, right? So, to clear it up, that shit said 9 weeks ago. Because the shit can fuck up, right? Your scan can't always be accurate. The shit just got even closer, nigga. 2 months ago. We in January. Fucking December, November. So they say we in late January right now. And we had did that shit in early October. It just kept getting smaller, right? Eventually, the final date was fucking, what was it? It was 8 weeks ago. And I was just like, yo, I can't make this shit up, nigga. 8 fucking weeks. That shit, 2 months. Bitch, we did this shit at the beginning of October, bro. What the fuck? At the beginning of October. It didn't make no sense, bro. I was just gone as fuck, bro. But that's... shit, at the end of the day, bro, I was just like, yo, that's crazy. We broke up. We stopped talking. I couldn't talk to her straight no more. That shit, she really tried to fucking fuck up my whole entire life. Right after I had figured out that it wasn't my kid. Fucking, she got an abortion, and I was just like, yo, that's crazy, man. She got an abortion right after I figured that shit out. I was like, hell no. What the fuck? I was on some crazy shit too. I was like, yo, she really just got an abortion. Cause I figured out, nigga, you could have gone to New York or some shit, had the nigga that you fucked do that shit, but she got an abortion. And she Christian as fuck too. It didn't make no sense. But at the end of the day, don't fucking trust these hoes, nigga. Don't do it. You don't want to trust these hoes. Like, no, but on some serious shit though, like, don't trust these hoes, bro. These hoes is not loyal. Like, don't trust these hoes. They whole life cap about everything, bro. If you find yourself a girl, bro, you can't be on all that shit. You gotta at least talk for like 2 months or some shit like that. You can't get straight into a relationship. That shit do not work out. On me, do not trust these hoes. That's the moral of the story. These hoes are not trustworthy. They not. You might be wondering why I'm looking over there. It's because this nigga's over here sitting. Like, but on me, baby. Hold up. Yeah. Hey, man, let me stop that. But on me, that's the end of the story time. You already know what the fuck going on. We finna post more shit like this. I'm finna be more active on my channel on me. Because I've been high-key lacking though, no cap. I've been lacking on my shit. And I just need to post up more. And so, shit, nigga. You already know what the fuck going on, nigga. We finna go crazy. Oh shit, I did that shit wrong. Alright, so if you like this video, you already know what the fuck to do. Go ahead and comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. You already know. Make sure you like this fucking video. Because I'm finna get fucked up at school. Niggas is finna be like, oh shit, that's what happened and shit, right? Here, let me get a good camera angle. So you already know what the fuck going on. It's the end of the video. That's it. I'll talk to y'all niggas later. You already know what the fuck going on.